Welcome to, well, it's not Moon Day Live because it's not a Monday. But I'm glad to have you here for this Wednesday, this Mercury day. We're going to tune into the energies for the month of May, and we'll have some time for personal card readings as well. And we'll just kind of see, I guess, what energy wants to be shifted here. So I'm running the program on the Healy, the coach program for the YouTube community. It's a possibility to actually make a client profile for that. So that's running for us with the intention of connecting and really walking out the high vibration, high frequency potential or possibility and awareness for this month of May 2024. So whatever that might mean for you, and of course, as with anything here, if you don't want to receive whatever it is that might be coming your way, or the energy of this space, that's completely okay. You can just let yourself know, no, that's not for me. So with those vibrations kind of going in the background, we're going to tune in with just a simple breathing, kind of grounding practice to bring us all here now. So wherever you are, if it feels comfortable and safe for you to close your eyes or leave them open, that's up to you. And just begin to settle into the moment here now. And you can begin to become aware of your body in the space of the room you're in. Become aware of the points in which your body makes contact with the chair or the floor. And become aware of your breath moving in and out of your body. The depth in which your breath enters in your lungs or your belly. And perhaps now deepening that breath just a little bit. Maybe filling the belly, really expanding it out on the inhale. And on the exhale, squeezing and releasing every last drop of air inside of you. Allowing each exhale to relax you further, regulating your nervous system. If it helps you to start to vibrate or create a bit of a humming or a sighing out during the exhale so that you can really feel that in the heart and the vagus nerve. And on your next inhale and exhale, after that, allowing yourself to just return to a normal breath. And imagining here now roots growing out through your feet, down into the earth. Allowing those roots to go deeper down into the earth, down to the soil, past the roots of trees, the stones and rocks buried deep beneath. Making its way all the way to the core of the earth. Burning bright, that magnum deep beneath the earth, and your roots attach, drawing forth this fiery energy of Mother Earth. And so as you continue to envision this energy moving up through your roots, back up into your soles of your feet, letting it fill inside your entire body. This fiery earth energy moving up from the core of the earth into your feet and up through your body. All the way up to the crown of your head. And if you would like, you can imagine it kind of shooting out through the crown of your head, out through that lotus flower at the top of your crown out into the cosmos. You being this human of the earth, this baby or child of the earth that inspires the world around you, that makes ripples out into the cosmos with every action and every inaction. And with that, just noticing whatever it is that you're noticing in your body, in your awareness. And when you're ready, you can return back to the space with open eyes. Okay. Hi, Tahira. Hi, nice to see you. Happy Wednesday. Okay, folks, well, let's check into the energies for the month of May 2024 and what the cards have to say, and then we'll get into the one-on-one readings in a moment. I just realized, I have a book there. Maybe I'll write if I have a pen. For sure, Tahira. I'll do my best to remember everyone's order. I think it's been a while. This monthly thing, it's got me like starting fresh each time. So yes, you can let me know in the comments, cards, who would like cards first. What we're going to do for the month of May, a spread here. Let's see what this one's to look like. So in the center, we have the Chariot and the Princess of Wands. So there's this movement card here. The Chariot being tied to kind of this space of possibility is what I want to say. Underneath it is the Princess of Wands in reverse. And then on the right column, which is going to be the Pillar of Mercy, we have both the Prince of Wands and we have Fortune. In the left, we have the Universe, so the Pillar of Severity. Oh, wow, look at these cards. Ooh, okay, here we go. All these, like, key cards, the main key, Major Arcana. I'm going to show it here in a moment. Oh, yeah, that's weird. And then we have the Six of Wands in reverse, but the Moon also came out, so I want to just put that kind of at the side here. Okay. So in the center, the Chariot, the Princess of Wands. Hey, Deborah. Hi. Nice to see you. This sort of energy of movement. And what does it mean, even this Princess of Wands? When we think about wands and the fire energy, when we think about this like potentiality, if we look at her upright, she's carrying this wand of the sun. And we know the sun is the star that gives us life, so this fire is necessary in which we can actually create some potential for ourselves in this month. The words I kept like hearing or seeing over the past few days before today, someone shared the word like resurgence. There's something about the whole spring time and spring cleaning, like these words of like the rebirthing, the possibilities that are coming through. And I'm not sure, like, depending, I guess, where you are. Here in Edmonton, there's a lot with the buds coming, we can see the trees and there's just like little bits of green potential like coming out of the trees. But with this card of the Chariot, this to me in itself is kind of representative even of just the spread where we have the pillars on both sides and the being in the middle. Okay. And notice though how like the sphinxes or these winged creatures aren't actually, I think it's supposed to be the four beasts, aren't actually moving. They're sitting. Okay. Hi, Isabella. Yeah. Nice to see you here. It's almost as though this birthing potential, because the Princess of Wands in my eyes is like in reverse in this case, that there's still something we're waiting for. And this disc, this is, I'm going to get asked some clarity on this center disc that's being held inside, like guarded by that knight. You being that knight on the chariot, sitting in, basically it looks like a meditative pose even. His legs are crossed. Okay? The legs are crossed and he's just holding with perseverance, I want to say, this disc. And though it seems as though like all this potential is building underneath and all this energy seems to be like, yeah, building and consolidating itself, and it has been for a while, perhaps still this month is a time for us to just be in the pause that wants to come. I'm seeing this tiger again, the sleeping tiger. Like, you know, the like slumber tiger that's just kind of like, oh, I don't want to yet. So on the pillar of mercy on the right side, we have the Prince of Wands. So we have the kind of conjuncting card, I want to call it, for the Princess of Wands. He's upright and he too is riding in a chariot. Notice though how his legs are, okay? The legs are in almost even like the hangman position, like the four, but it's like he was sitting cross-legged, but now he's just about to go forward. He has his leg down. It's like he's holding the reins, sort of, like you can see in his hand, the way the rein is, it's kind of draped around, very passively, I guess we could say, passively draped. So he's not yet fully controlling this fierce chariot, this lion that's been driving the force forward. And perhaps this representation of this lion, I want to say, is coming from the chariot or the strength card of the year, with that strength card for 2024. Like, I guess the reminder here, if you're feeling the sense of like stuckness, or you're feeling the sense of uncertainty of the path, trusting that the year itself like is divinely guided and like propelling you into wherever it is that you need to be. Underneath that, we have the fortune card, 10. And it was in reverse, but it's interesting. Again, I did a spread for someone yesterday, like a private reading, and the cards kind of fell the same. It was like the upper one, the upper three were facing upright, the lower three were in reverse. So this was in reverse. And it's almost like the reminder again of, okay, have mercy on yourself, because everything is happening on the kingdom of earth, 10, the way it's divinely guided with this pattern of the fortune card. You know, like all that is needing to happen is going to be there to support you. Jupiter, Kaf, the hand. It's like, are you willing to receive whatever reassurance, maybe even it is the word I want to say, reassurance that wants to come through on whatever this path is moving forward. There's something about the chariot being in that meditative pause, and the Knight of or the Prince of Wands also still being in the semi-meditative pause. And I feel like this is just reminding us that in order for us to align with the path ahead, that meditation and being in the place of like still, quiet receptivity is going to be super important. I'm seeing the wheels of the chariot, the disc that's being held, and the wheel of fortune. And then the next card is going to be the world here. It's all about this cycle, the cycle. So what is it that's like closing, I guess, right now in your life that really wants you to, in a way, like review it, but not from a place of retelling the story to yourself or getting into like a negative headspace about it, but rather to pull the pieces that were like really like juicy and great for you, okay? And this is where it leads us to the pillar of severity on the left. We have the universe card. So we have those four beings, or the four beasts in the chariot. These are like the four primordial kind of beings that I believe, my understanding is that it all kind of created the universe. So they came down, they were kind of the ones that even I think sparked a lot of the higher angelic beings or these sorts of things. Don't quote me on that. That's my interpretation. And we have them here too. Okay. So now it's like, here they are. Hi, Pauline. Hi. Nice to see you here. We have the four beings resting here. And then it's like, look, it's not like they're not moving. It's not like they're trying to stop you from being on your path or getting shit done. It's like they actually are all around you. Like these divine, powerful entities, your spirit team, I guess, you know, that of which is the God of spirit, is actually holding you within this, like this womb of potentiality, where you are getting to do that beautiful dance with all that is creating life. Like, look at the woman in the center. I love this card. I think it's so magnetic. And it's like you are being seen. We can see the eye here. You are being seen for all that you are being desiring to create. My partner just told me, he's like, it's not so much what do you think you need to create, or what spirit's backing. It's like, what if you just feel the inspiration and you want to create it, and spirit's like, yeah, like you got this, whatever it is you get to do. It's not a right or wrong thing. It's just what's lighting you up. And knowing that no matter what that is, that you are kind of in the space of birthing, that spirit is watching and contributing that light energy, that potentiality. So you're going to be victorious. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. We have this energy. There's Jupiter here as well, I believe. Where was that one? Yeah, both of these cards at the base were Jupiter, if I'm correct about that. And so there's something about this expansiveness that's going to really support you in this next month. And fire, because we got wands. So the action, what are the actions that you want to take part in? What are the things that you want to create while still, again, being like those two in meditation, okay? Being connected to what this is, the moon that came out, is the subconscious, the back of the head, okay? Hi, Andrew. Nice to see you. Yeah, happy May. May 1st. So what is this? What does this look like? We have the sun, the disc again, the scarab that rebirths things into life, taking it underneath into the underground and bringing it back through this portal into and beyond, like these two pillars that we have with Anubis, the protector. So no matter what things might be scaring you, like if it's depression, I want to say, that feels like an energy that's been showing up a lot. People sharing with me or kind of engaging in some of the, or sensing some of the energies over the last like several days. It feels kind of heavy like that. So whatever that is, like just, you know, how can you like even just surrender that? And it's okay if you're feeling the emotions, you know, greeting them, meeting them, talking to them as if they were like people in your life, okay? We're going to just check, what's this disc in the center? Is there anything that wants to be shown around this? Ooh. So it's something that you want to be victorious about. We have the victory card again, okay? There's something here that I want to say it's like you're protecting. Maybe it's like an image even of like success, or an image of some way in which you would perceive yourself. So maybe this is like both like a limiting sort of belief or perspective of yourself that you're still holding on to. And then let's check on the other side. I'm feeling like it's got two different energies. What's this for the collective in May? So we have victory and we have trust. Okay, so like it's interesting. It's like you're going to have victory. You're going to be able to do it. The center kind of disc that the chariot is holding, that you are continuing going through, it's like part and part your willingness to do it on your own, and spirit kind of being like, you can protect it. You can hold whatever that is. If it's like your ideas, the things or projects you want to work on, your hopes and dreams is kind of what it's feeling like. It's like, can you have the trust in spirit And can you trust spirit even to kind of surrender that so that you can then take the reins and like make the movement forward instead of trying, like, oh, what's the way I could describe this? It's like, you know, sometimes we just have like these ideas that are held so tightly of something that we want to see happen that we just keep like thinking and thinking of it. Yet we hold it so tightly that we then don't really like surrender it to actually go out and be created. That's kind of what I feel like this is. So like trusting that victory, okay? Trusting that you're going to be successful and letting go of the views of what you think success is, and then trusting that spirit is going to actually has your back, is that I, and the world card is like watching you, is the beasts that are all surrounding you. And whatever the moon or whatever the subconscious side of you is still holding on from past beliefs around what victory looks like or success or what you can do or not do around trust, I think those are parts that we can, over the next month, become more clear about. I'm gonna put this down. Let's see what animal wants to show up for the collective. Hi, Shika. Can you pull a card for me? Okay, I'll make note of that. You got a few people then. Ooh, we got the lion and we got the otter. So the lion, again, just fire energy. That confirms to me just so much potential in this month, okay? Something really wanting to come through. Like the lion doesn't become the lion overnight. I want to, you know, like the king of the jungle doesn't become the king of the jungle overnight. I don't think so, at least. Maybe if anyone knows more about zoo and like biology, animal stuff than me, please let me know. But I feel like, you know, when there's two predators and they want to find out who's the alpha, they have to fight. They have to like go for it, and there's a lot of risk that's being taken. Okay, so what is that? What does that look like? And this pride, like just seeing yourself as this lion, looking at yourself in the mirror and like recognizing the power that you are. Even when you feel like maybe you don't have that power, okay? Maybe it's like you doing your hair might be something that's supportive to, you know, like a lion grooms itself and is just so like proud. The otter energy. This I'm like seeing, it's almost like counter, like this thing's gonna like devour and destroy if needed, and yet also be in its knowing of when to pounce, when to strike. And the otter to me is like the playful, small, tricky kind of energy in like, you know, it could be eaten by a predator and attacked, yet it's so quick and like knows how to go above and below the water, okay? How to be in and out of like different spaces. So there's something here about balancing these two, even that one's kind of fire, one's water, okay? Elements with the triangles we can see. Oh, I was going to say something. Oh, it left me though. It'll come back, I'm sure, if it's meant to come back. Oh, the lion. What was I going to say about that though? I think I'd watched some video where it showed people in like a safari, and the lion, like there was like a male lion, and then there were like 5 or 6 lionesses attacking him and like getting him to move away, I think, from the caravan of people in the safari. It was like a very bizarre, I have no idea the context in which it happened, but it was like the female lions were like, get back, you know? So I guess I kind of saw it as a way of them protecting the lion and also keeping the lion in check. And those lionesses are kind of the ones I'm seeing as the beasts around the world card, or at the front of the chariot card, that are like spirits, guides being like, you're going to know when you're being told to back away from something or to be closer to something. And oftentimes it's for your protection. Okay. Hi, Charlotte. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's here. I like that. Potential and victory. It's been a minute since I saw, but I've been enjoying. Oh, thanks, Charlotte. Yeah, this is interesting. Time to stand in my power and stay playful. I feel like these are like the messages all the time, you guys. So it's like funny to me. And yet, like, I guess it's the encouragement, because I'm not sure about you, but for myself, the past, like, since December, it's just been this intense energy of like being in some space and feeling like things are really happening, and then it's like backing out and it's like, no, it feels like it's not. And I think a lot of it is like my story, like personal story, that belief system that's running. And so whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you, you know, I do see, like, even the fact that we have the lion here, it almost seems, you know, I want to just point out, when I saw a lion initially, I thought of like Lionsgate portal, about the months of like July, August, where Leo is coming through. So it's almost as though it seems like really the halfway point of the year, that summertime point, is going to be something that comes up and brings us, not the joy, but like an awareness of like, okay, yeah, I get it. Now I see why it's all happened, okay? We have the gratitude. So perhaps gratitude can really support you with this victory process, with this recognition of this potential and where you are, where you've been, and where you are now, where you're going, okay? We know gratitude is so grateful. Like even earlier today, I was just like, okay, felt like listening to like a podcast, and I'm like, what should I put on? And decided to listen to Abraham Hicks, because even though I don't have to really hear what's being said, it's like the vibration of what's being said, the energy that's being emitted into my space by the words, by the conversation, by the energy. And I just found that that really uplifted me. So what are the things that uplift you from an energetic perspective? Okay. Is it like pulling your own cards? Is it listening to frequency sounds or engaging in energy in a different way? Is it, you know, listening to certain YouTube videos, reading the Bible, or reading some like other type of text that like inspires you? There's all these different ways that you can start to bring this energy in. So we're just going to ask the angels and the guides to support each of us here. You know, we've been running the Healy in the background for those vibrations to like kind of align us with the highest potential of ourselves this month of May. We're also asking those angels to really show and like highlight where it is that you get your energetic frequencies from, your like juice of your battery. Okay. I've had a big awakening to own my power in a very new way. Yeah, wow, Charlotte. Yeah, I like that a lot. Power can be scary too, you know, like the lion. The thing about that lion and those lionesses like attacking or whatever they're doing, it's like, you know, it's funny, we think, oh, the lion's like the biggest structure, but it's like even the lion has to be kept in check sometimes, even though it's like the king of the jungle, you know? 88. Tara, thanks for saying that. Because 888 and all these numbers are showing up, so that's a confirmation. I want to just add here before we get into the personal readings, Shika, yeah, you're welcome. Before we get into the personal readings in a moment, and just about even right now, I guess a way that you're going to know that you were tapped into the path that you're meant to be tapped into, which is your path, is the synchronicities, okay? The synchronicities that are showing up. 258. Thank you. Legit reviews. So the synchronicities that show up. Yesterday, I was just kind of like, ugh, I don't feel like doing anything. I just, you know, I'm like, oh, maybe I could be doing this or that. And I was just like, I just feel like, ugh, crawling into like on the couch and watching some shows and like eating some things that are just like comforting. And then I kept getting these synchronicities and patterns or signs in what I was watching on the shows. And like uncanny. And it's been like this for the past several days. But, you know, it was like sometimes I get the thought of like, oh, I really should be maybe doing this thing to be productive or lead to the path of what I think is the victory. And yet Spirit was like, no, this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. Look, and like, you guys, it was like weird synchronicities of like actors in the same shows, and it was just bizarre. So I want to speak to that. If that synchronistic experience is happening, use that as a reminder as well of what's going on for you right now, okay? I hope that you can, at least. Whew, okay. I'm going to put these cards away. I think we're good with the collective reading. We're gonna do some one-on-one readings now. So I have your list of people. If you're new watching and you'd like cards pulled for yourself, you can let me know. Yeah, we'll see what the cards have to say for us. So I think, Tahira, you were first. But we're going to also, yeah, just those angels opening up those paths. If you'd like, you can have your eyes opened or closed right now. We'll just kind of tune in or tune out of that collective space. Just taking a few deep breaths, bringing the energy now to yourself. You know, we've kind of like linked in some way here. We're still connected. It's like, now what's going on in your internal system that wants to be made known? If you're asking for cards, and even if you're not asking for cards and you just want guidance, trust that whatever comes up, things will show up. Synchronicities will show up here, okay? So Tahira, let's pull some cards. We're going to start with an animal card. Animal and chakra. What's going on for Tahira? So feeling a lot in the belly. You know, sometimes with like energy, feminine energy, like nausea can kind of happen. So whatever that is, Tahira, just yeah, sharing some light to you around that. We have the crocodile card. Okay. My partner's mom showed me a video of a caiman. Is that what they call it? She was down in Panama. A caiman. And it was so cute. It was like in someone's pool. It jumped into the pool. So maybe you're kind of feeling right now to hear that there's like some like invasive energy in your life. That's kind of what I'm getting at with this crocodile card. And not that I would want to swim with the crocodile or that little caiman in there. And yet it was like something about its cuteness and it's like its nature that was like kind of curious to me watching the videos. Like, wow, like it's a miracle that spirit would create a creature that can be so vicious and yet so beautiful at the same time. Maybe this is a representation of someone in your life right now, Tahira. Who or what is that energy? Can you allow yourself to see both the light and the dark aspect of that person? And whatever physical sensations maybe are coming up around that, like that nausea or something, or discomfort in your body, just naming it, recognizing it, writing about it. If you know, something that helps is to like connect with it and see it in a color or a texture, give it some like personification in a way, and then just start to talk to it. Okay, you have vitality and you have journey. So like to me, this is just kind of showing that yeah, like the belly space here, this like energy of the solar plexus and so forth, there's something here. Even if you're feeling maybe like your energy is being drained by this person or this experience with this kind of like predatorial being, if I want to say that, it's part of the journey right now. Okay, it's part of where you're going. You're like on the way. So where is this that it's taking us for here? Let's see what's on the other side of that journey. Pull tarot. Whew. And I'm like just feeling like the energy moving, you know, kind of like heartburn in a way. It's like, oh. So if you need to burp, if you need to let it out, whatever it needs to be for you to process, I guess. You have the luxury card, right? Yeah, luxury, 4 of Cups. So this is like more than just like financial stuff, because it's the cups, it's emotionality. There's something here, again, yeah, it feels like an emotion. It feels like your source of energy and how it's flowing within even like relationship. With this experience and everything, you're gonna, you know, when you start to recognize and do this work of seeing what it is that you're looking at as like both good and not so good, it's like both sides of the polarity, the vitality will continue to return and your cups will become more full. Okay, you'll feel the sense of this luxury within your emotionality, your emotional body. This is the moon in Cancer. When's Cancer? That's coming up. So perhaps something really transformative is going to happen in the next, is that like 2 months time? I can never recall the Cancer. Is that June, I think? I feel that with someone in my life, when I get that burning feeling, it rises up, it triggers the nervous system. After Gemini. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so there's going to be something there that happens around that 4. And 4 is chesed. It is like the mercy. I also identify that sphere as like love. So, this could be like the internal, like subconscious love because of the moon. Something that you're going to gain an understanding about yourself around this person. And you mentioned the nervous system. It makes sense. There's that vagus nerve again, really transporting energy to your belly, to your nervous system, head, all through your body. So there's something there. The 4s again, you say. Yeah, there's something there for sure. Let's see what this says. Perseverance. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. So, I mentioned wanting to give up, wanting to not do the things. Can you just trust and persevere and take the pauses when you need to? Oh, isn't that crazy? Just look at this. This image is like, it's like the moon with the 4. It's like the moon here, if you can see that. The moon with the 4. I see that as like almost mirrors again. Okay, let's pull an Angel of Abundance card for you here, and then we'll, what's the Angels of Abundance have to say? Yeah, really tuning into that crocodile person. What is that? Like, if you need to draw, what might be a cool activity? Like draw them both as seriously, in a serious way, and then draw them in like a cartoonish way, like the funniest way in which you'd represent them. Like maybe they have a really big nose, or like, or maybe they're like doing something super like ridiculous that you perceive as ridiculous. And maybe like create kind of this like alter ego of like a really funny and a really serious, like intense, even deadly way, and see kind of when you meditate on those two. Like, I just feel like that might be something to shift that perspective as well. Oh, I can't read it this way. I'll read it. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So is there someone around this relationship that you can ask for guidance or support? Maybe, that someone that has kind of like dealt with this individual before. It's okay to name what's going on and to ask for that support. Spirit wants us to find clarity within that. And oftentimes even that in itself is a naming that can be really grateful. You're naming what's going on for you, and that kind of neutralizes some of the energy. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, Tara. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Okay, Deborah, then Isabella, and then Shika, and then I'm not sure, Charlotte, if you wanted a card, you can let me know. But yeah, we'll do Deborah. Okay. Let's start with an animal card. So just breathing in, Deborah, into your body and into your energy level, whatever that might be right now. If it's kind of feeling a little like I'm feeling this like low kind of physical energy and stuff, almost like an ambivalence. Ambivalence? Oh, that's interesting. What card is that? I think these were cards from the other reading. Oh, what the hell's going on? That's weird. Okay. Don't know really what happened there. There were like cards that were like flipped. Then I went to flip them back, and then all of a sudden there were other cards flipped. So we're just going to take those two because that's bizarre. That's really bizarre. Like there's like, you can't see it. It's on my lap, but there's like sleight of hand. What happened? There's been like things like this happening, you guys, a couple different things happening where it's almost as if like the spirit or whatever beings are literally like moving the physical reality. You can let me know if this is happening to you, but I'm witnessing it in multiple occasions in the last week. And it's weird and cool. But you have the elephant and you have the hyena. Okay, Deborah? So we kind of, these are kind of similar to the two that we pulled for the collective, in that we have, the otter and the lion. One's a very powerful, like the elephant is power. Like nothing would stand up against an elephant. Not even the world's big, well, yeah, like an anaconda, a lioness. Like those creatures aren't going to attack an elephant, I don't think. The only time it's going to attack is if this elephant is weak or wounded. So maybe there's an energy that seems like this energy, like, a powerful being that otherwise would not be hurt or attacked is being encircled by like hyenas, by these creatures who are pretty much harmless because they're like laughing all the time, except when they're in a pack, in a group, and when they are able to get at the weakness of another being. So what is it that's going on with your weakness? I think it has something to do with your root, because the lion or the elephant has the red dot in the third eye and is holding a flame down at the feet through it on its trunk. So there's something here about you needing to maybe go into meditation and observe what's going on with your root chakra. Okay. And if you want to like reach out to me, you can, about maybe us doing some of this Healy stuff around your root. I'd be curious to see what that does. Otherwise, it's interesting, this moon here, Deborah, like it's kind of showing that it's like the half moon, whether it's waxing or waning. We're coming, I think, now to the half moon. So maybe this is kind of why things are showing up for you right now if your energy is off. Trusting that there's going to be some insights around this. Let's pull one of these. Is there anything we need to know about this? Especially around like how Deborah can boost the energy. We have the Grace card. There's an angel here. So you calling to your angels, asking your spirit team to be a support. And what I'm seeing with this card, Deborah, is that this arrow, I don't think it's actually an arrow, but I'm seeing it as an arrow pointing to the throat. And I feel like this is really saying to you, you need to ask through speaking, through prayer. No more silencing. You need to like literally go out and be like, spirit, like help. And then you got great spirit. Yeah, there's something about like earth medicine, your cultural background, your roots that wants to help you at this point in time with whatever this is, with this feeling of being surrounded by these predators. Okay. And also recognizing what wants to show up in awareness around the root chakra. And like we think about it, great spirit, the natural world, going back to the roots can be really helpful with that. We have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. Okay, so, the hyenas that are surrounding you, the people that are surrounding you, are they happy love? Are they people that really like light you up and support you? Who can be that? I feel like the spiritual's like, like, why do you surround yourself with people that are not being those things in your life? Okay. Anything else? Woo. Okay, let's pull one of these angels of abundance. Sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty, again, something about this throat space, or self-denial that you have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. And what I'm hearing with this, Deborah, is maybe you like those hyenas, those people or folks that are in your life because of things said in the past. Maybe you're kind of feeling like you owe them. And that's why they're kind of like around or something. Like, No, you got to sever it. You don't owe anyone. Anytime in which you said, oh, I owe you, like this doesn't even mean financial, this just means energetic, then can you sever those? You're going to be given this chance to rebirth here. And that's going to feed also into your feet, into your root space, okay? Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, Deborah. Curious to, yeah, see what that brings for you. You know, so thanks for being here. Yeah. Charlotte. Yes, of course. I think we'll have time for everyone. Thanks for being here. Okay, that was Deborah. Isabella. Let's pull some cards for you. Put these back. I don't know why I keep putting them on the floor. Gosh. Oh, you guys. Sometimes I wonder what I'm even doing. It's fine. Isabella. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Yeah, so I appreciate your patience with me all as I continue to go through my process. So I feel like it's going to be like 2 more months. No, 1.5 months of whatever. It's just funny. Like, honestly, like how I said, some things seem like, oh, it's going to work out. And then it's like, no, pause. Sometimes Spirit's protecting us and pausing us from whatever. And so I feel that, and I just appreciate your patience as I go through what I'm going through and show up still for you all. Yeah, I've had so many changes in my life. Today being May 1st is like I'm no longer a registered nurse. I've decided to close that portal. Ooh, Isabella, we got some playfulness here for you. So anyways, wherever it is that you're going into, maybe this is a message for you, Isabella. That's why I'm sharing this right now. If you're making change in your life right now, Isabella, maybe it's like, it feels a little scary, it feels uncertain, and it almost like feels, because you have both the fox and the hyena here. It almost feels as though like you're, I want to say like crazy, like maybe people are being like, you're crazy, you're delusional, like you can't be doing that. But like this energy of the shifty, curious and playful like energy is very much you, okay? So these 2 animals, I feel like, are really wanting to support you with knowing that you belong and your choices matter. You know, like hyenas, it's like, maybe some people are like, oh, like those are weird. Like, why would anyone want that? Or why would Spirit create those? But it's like, but they have like a role to play within everything. Okay. So whatever might be going on for you, Isabella, like the changes happening, and whatever people are saying, just really like, I'm just like really liking how this fox is surrounded by this golden light and seems kind of stoic with a little smile though. And just seems like really sure, like just really standing in his power, I guess. And I want to just point out, I'm just like seeing so many things with these cards. Standing in power in the light and in the dark, shadowy aspect, it's kind of like the mischievous thing. Yeah, that's the word I want to use, mischievous. So whatever that is, let's pull some chakra cards for Isabel. Is there anything else here? Was there some area, even particularly with the chakras, that want to be made known for Isabella? Ooh. Let's just go like this. Do that again. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you have intuition and you have wild. So how can you tap into this power within? Because you have been already, Isabella, like the fact that, you know, like I said, people may be like, what's going on? You're delusional. It's like, but Spirit's showing you a path that maybe other people can't see. Keep tapping into that vision, into that intuitive knowing that comes from within. And it's going to often look wild. It's that literally the same thing. Half moon sort of energy of this wolfy dog creature the person, the wild woman, that this is you, like, you know, this is you really tapping into, like, I want to say like the witchy aspect of yourself. This is really exciting. Okay. Like this totally resonates with it for me. Like, I just feel like so many of us are like being this, and it's a challenge though. It's a challenge. Like I said, you know, me like stepping away from the nursing stuff, it's like people are going to be like, what's wrong with you? And it's like, well, I heard something that's like, you just know, and you just know something. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but you got to just go with it. I just saw this at the bottom. I'm just going to show it, spider. So whatever that might mean for you, there's something being woven in your life. Okay. Hi, AK. Magic. Let's see. What do the angels of abundance want Isabella to know? Gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing on gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. So here's a task for you. Write out a gratitude list. Isabella, what can you keep on that list, and just keep adding every day. I want to say it's like Abraham Hicks or someone does it like it's like every night. I definitely would say, you know, usually towards the end of my journaling in the morning, like the pages I write, I will make like a list of like, I'm grateful for this. And really though, that rampage of appreciation, as Abraham Hicks calls it, this energy of the gratitude from like the clothes you're wearing to the air you're breathing to like being on the live and sharing in the energy to like whatever it might be. You know, like the apple that you're biting into, like this gratitude is going to be really supportive. And I just love the peacefulness of these creatures with this angel woman. You know, like look at that. Look, Renaissance lady. So whatever that can be, trusting that wildness and the gentleness and can both coexist within yourself. Okay, Isabella? So thank you. Yeah. Leo fire. Interesting. Okay, Isabella, we read your cards. Who is next? Shika, Meshram, Shika. I hope I'm saying that correctly. For career guidance. Love or not? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Supreet. You're welcome, Isabella. Shika. What cards, what message wants to come through? So we're just going to call to the guides and the angels to create any clarity around your seeing. And it feels like kind of like clouded here is what I want to say. Maybe even like you're kind of like really up high in the clouds. Shika. Oh, hi, Barbara. I assume you're wanting me to pull cards on that. I see. Okay. Shika. Anyways, I don't know what I just happened there. You have the hawk. Okay. So the hawk is like a really powerful visionary energy, and it helps us to see things that need to be seen. So yeah, I feel like your head's up in the clouds, Shika. Like it's like you're not really being able to see something. And the hawk is asking you to clear, like to get out of the clouds and kind of get into the clarity space, okay? So what is this that maybe is not really being clear? Is there a particular area in the life? Sex, you have, sacral card. And I'm going to pull one of these. And it's I think there's maybe something around balancing of sexual energy, because there's a yin and yang symbol above the sex in that card. You know, like sometimes we can overuse our sexual energy to do things or get things done, or in how we live in life. And it's really about balance. And there might be something here even around, yeah, it's definitely around your sacral, because you have also the completion card. Both are orange, sacral, moon space energies. So, so many ways in which one could interpret this, I feel like. What does this want to say? If there is some wounding around your sexuality and from like a past person or experience, really inviting you to close the doors. If this is going through therapy, if this is going like to talk to someone, doing energy work or whatever the case might be, you know, sometimes we might not feel so much safe about doing it ourselves. You know, like there's so many different ways in which we can do this work. I think calling on the hawk as well, you know, calling on that energy of the visionary to be able to see what wants to be seen so that you can close this door around this imbalance that's happening around your sexuality, sex and sexual energy, your life force energy. Like this is kind of what this is all tied to. Okay. What's the card here? I'm really seeing the sun in the back there. Ra is the hot. Oh, like, ooh, sun. The sun god Ra is the sun. Ooh, and then all the cards went flying out. So the one that's standing up is this symbol, self-confidence. I like how it kind of looks like the sun with like the rays pointing out. Strong self-belief and a sense of self-worth or a sense of worth. So there's definitely something. That's what the sacral chakra is around self-worth. It's around your sense of worthiness. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises and promotions. So maybe there's a lot of stuff being brought up around work. You know, I see this because there's like a father energy here. Maybe it's something around your father. And what that perception of the balance was within your creativity, that could be something to be aware of. And then you have triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. So I mentioned about the completion energy of whatever happened in the past. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting the names. Chica, thank you. What was I saying there? Yeah, closing the door, trusting whatever healing is happening, trusting your intuition so that you can joyfully embrace whatever has happened. I say joyfully. Like sometimes it's not always easy when certain things happen. That's okay. There'll be periods where you can have that joyfulness, okay? Like you deserve to have that. You're worthy of that. You don't have to continue to keep your head in the clouds, I guess, with worry or uncertainty or questioning of what maybe happened or didn't happen, okay? We'll pull one of these Angels of Abundance cards for you. Chica is just as at closing. But you like, there's a lot of potential here with that orange. Ooh, that's a powerful place, the womb space, the sacral. Dreams of abundance. See, the hawk is my dreamer animal, so I think this is fitting to end with. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. So there you go. Okay. Now let's see, who is next? Thank you, Shika, for being here. Charlotte. Yeah, and anyone else who's just joining in, if you'd like cards pulled, we still have some time. You can let me know. It's always a pleasure to come on here with you all. Really appreciate that you spend the time to come and join in and give and like receive energy here. If you have time, I'd love a card to provide some clarity. Okay, Charlotte. And then Supreet, I see you're writing a few different things down. With or not. I'm not sure marriage with or not. I'm not really sure what you mean. I think if you want cards, I can pull cards for you. But yeah. So we'll do Charlotte, and then I think Barbara, and then Supreet. Okay, Charlotte. What do the cards want to say? What animal wants to come out for Charlotte for clarity? Ooh. Ooh, the snake. Yay. I love snakes, man. I mean, like, if I don't want to be put in a bed of snakes necessarily. I like wouldn't be that creeped out, I don't think. But maybe, actually, because I don't like the idea that, like, if that's too descriptive on here. And at the same time, the power of the wisdom the snake holds, this Ouroboros, you know? That's the snake eating its tail. And inside of it is that, what is that? The flower of life, the seed of life, that energy. So there's something here around you embracing the snake energy, because you have the shadow card coming up, Charlotte. There's a lot here with root. Okay. Yeah. Was it you that mentioned something about a spiritual emergence kind of going through? And it seems as though it has to do with this energy of the snake. So, you know, if we think about Adam and Eve and the damnation that's come about the snake giving her the wisdom, the knowledge, it was because of the snake that we have come to be where we are. And so there's a lot of shadow that's kind of underlying the story for the feminine. And it's now time for you to put this to rest. I feel like in order for you to birth this egg and this real potential, whatever these shadow aspects around religion, upbringings and stuff, they need to be just like, yeah, put aside. Put aside. You're being called here to really acknowledge the potential that's inside of you. And the snake, meditating on the snake or however can really, I think, be of support with that. Okay, that was weird. You have the passion card here. I still want to know if my ex is coming to me to marry him. Okay, Barbara, we'll pull some cards. We'll see. I don't usually do yes or no necessarily, but we'll see what the cards have to say to you. The one that's eating its tail. I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, the Ouroboros. Yeah. Ouroboros. Anyways, this card is just showing me kind of what's dying. Okay, like the old beliefs that are dying so that you can stand in your radiant self as the feminine. Look at this woman. She's reading something. There's like a glow around her. The other elderly person here is sitting with like the newspaper under the chair and no longer looking at the old story, like seeing this almost like a biblical verse or Bible underneath that's being let down so that the new stories can come through. Whatever it is that you want to share, this knowledge here, trusting it's your passion, the things that want to come through are coming from a divine space. So if you're feeling like you really want to start sharing things, like it's like spirit thing, like you're being supported, you're going to be glowing like this. So do the speaking out, share it, because people are going to be listening. People who are going through their own shadow burning death process will have the ears to hear. That's what I want to say. It's like a new day. I love how the sun is in the background glowing. So let's pull one of these cards. Time to shine. There you go, Charlotte. I don't really know what else to tell you. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So, yeah, I can't remember if it was you that came on here before. So many people and about travel or something. Anyways, whatever. You're being really told like you need to go out there and do it. So what is holding you, if anything is holding you? Let's pull one of these angels of abundance. For you, Charlotte. So perhaps this is what's been kind of holding you, is this thought of, this happens for entrepreneurs, like, oh my gosh, if I have this idea and I want to create something, but like there's too many people creating the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's your thing. Whatever, even if you're talking about the same shit, like, not that you're talking about shit, but like, you know, if you're talking about the same topic, it's going to be what needs to come out. Cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. Even if that stuff's happened before, we're just clearing, asking the angels to release that. Maybe any fears of your ideas, your copyrighted, what's it called? Like personal data, but also from like your, you know what I mean? When you create something and then it's like your personal like property and then it's kind of taken, whatever that might be look like from the past, clearing that. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So who do you need to draw in to your circle to create what it is that you want to create? You know, like I'm working with some gals right now. We're going to be hosting a retreat, okay, in October here in Edmonton, or just outside of Edmonton. And I was just been thinking of like, oh, if it was just me having to plan this, I probably wouldn't have done it, you know, like, because there's something about the support of like, even I'm seeing the three angels. There's something about this that can, I think, really be there. And so is there something there that really wants to guide you along the way as you create what you're meant to share? Okay, Charlotte? This is my dream, to be a motivational speaker and to help people to take their power back and choose what they want. Yeah. It was living in the past. I had amazing healings the last few weeks to heal the root. Sweet. Oh, living in the past. Okay. Putting the past to rest. Woo, bless me. Whatever that was, it just cleared. That's cool. Okay, Charlotte. Yeah, so you know, like, go and do the thing. This is like, for this next month, I really hope that you can find that personal power and courage to, do this as you wish, you know, because there's so much power to it. Yeah. Ooh, so exciting. Okay. Oh, thanks, Charlotte. I just popped up with the, oh, cool. I appreciate that. I've had so many ideas. I want to move forward, let them be birthed. Yeah, you know, and I feel you, like, there's just so much, as an entrepreneur, as creatives, as humans, wherever you are, there's like so much that we want to just birth into reality, you know, like, and then we get that. And I mentioned it before, it's like, we just have to do it. And that's a struggle when we can't see what it is necessarily in its full completeness. And yet, like, I would say a huge thing for any of you listening, what I'm learning is finishing projects from before, whatever it is. Like, my daughter and I painted a birdhouse the other week, and it's sitting there, and I'm like, hey, I need to finish that. Like, I need to get something to cover the paint so we can put it outside so that when it rains, it's not going to like all just wash off. It's like finishing old projects are going to help boost the energy into the new. So yeah, for sure. Hi, Sarah. I have a really fun idea. I'm going to come back next month and tell you. Yeah, please do. Please do. Yeah, keep it to yourself, birthing it, and then sweet. Okay, we're going to pull some cards for Barbara and then Supreet. We'll pull some cards for you. And then Sarah. Okay, sweet. Barbara, will my ex return? I want to know if my ex is coming to marry him. Okay, Barbara. Caceres, let's see what the cards have to say for you. And I feel like there's something in the throat space here, Barbara, that maybe you're not really, it's like something you're not really telling yourself. Like there's something, yeah, it's like some truth that like wants to come out about the situation. We'll see what the cards have to say. Can you be honest with yourself? We have the crow. So what I'm seeing with this card, Barbara, is like there's this crow. It's not flying, but it looks like it's kind of carrying this like egg. So I just want to point out to this, okay? This is what I'm saying. This energy here, it's like, here's this beautiful thing. And, you know, crows are drawn to like some beautiful things. Like they'll come and get anything, I think, is my understanding. But like, notice how this egg is like really, or I want to say an egg or a ball of light's really shining. It seems really cool, but all that's being emitted from it is like black darkness, okay? I want to just like get you to really seriously ask yourself about the relationship, whatever happened with your ex, what light has been showing up from the relationship, okay? not the relationship and being in the relationship, but what are the energy patterns that are being put out from that relationship? Is it, and you will know what those are. Is it pain and hurt and disruption or chaos? Or is it actual light and love? That's going to be step number one for you to recognize, okay? Whether or not this person returns to the situation or whatever, I'm not really sure the details of what's happened in your life. But I think you getting honest and speaking that. You need to write these down, like almost like a pro-cons list, okay? I think that's going to help you to really see what needs to be seen here. Let's pull some chakra cards. You know, people would say they are scared of the crow. You know, when I saw it, it's like the crow kind of does in a way represent like the darkness, the veil of death and so forth. Okay. And so there's some like power within that and some fear potentially. But like there's something in you embracing like that, not wanting to, the things you don't want to look at, like that shadow again. Okay. I want to just highlight these. So these chakra cards came out. You have the sacral chakra with the art cards, something about your feminine creativity highlighted here as well with the yin card, which is the feminine. The darkness that, you know, we just went into the whole thing about the snake, the story of the feminine, the woman, being damned, you know, in Kabbalah, the tree of life. The sphere of severity is the sphere of like the pillar of severity is like the pillar of the feminine. It's the Saturnian, it's headed by the Saturnian mother, okay, Saturn, the darkness. It's like the void, and it's like been seen as bad. And many men have damned women. We've seen it throughout religious and other cultural groups or political groups. We see it in relationships where men will like belittle women. And so if any of this stuff is present for you, and I feel like maybe it's like you're an artist or you've been drawn to like express more of your creativity, and maybe this person was like squashing it, then like, I'm sorry to say that person's not for you. Like whether they come back or not, it's like, is that person really for you? So just breathing whatever pains that might bring up for you, any pains, womb, like if it's like a pregnancy thing or something, like spirit's going to support you. Okay. Spirit has your back within all this. I'm going to pull one of these for you, Barbara. Hey, I'll know that I'll just pull things and speak words. So those of you new, if you don't really like, or, you know, if it's stirring, someone, we pulled cards the other day in our like one group, and the person said like, I didn't like that because I felt offended because of the cards that were pulled. And I'm like, if you're feeling offended or hurt, then there's an emotional reaction there, and that's something to look at, because we all go through it. It's not like any of us are perfect. We, you know, certain things I'll hear be like, oh my God, I hate that person. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying to me or anything. It's just like noting, what are you feeling? This is interesting, this prayer card. So prayer, this, again, something about your throat, something that you're needing to speak. If you can't speak it out in truth to yourself, how can you pray? Ask spirit, ask your creator, however you envision the universe, that divine, universal intelligence to guide you on what it is you need to see, which path you need to take. There are two paths, and this whole idea, I just made a video about this earlier, the life, if it gives you lemons, make lemonade, okay? How is it that you can take all the challenges that you're going through, whatever the situation was with this person in relationship with you, and convert it into art, into the potential of who you be, Deborah? Like, that's what I feel like. Interesting, there's a card in here that's upside down. Sorry. Completion. I feel like it's done. That was upside down in the deck. So just pointing that out. Oh, let's pull in Angels of Abundance. What hope here? What message can you give? Art seems to be a thing that could really be, you know, the shining egg for you of possibility, okay? And you have two cards here. You have Face Your Financial Fears, and you have Declutter. So what can you release in the next month, Barbara, that you can let go of old things that might represent pieces of the past life or relationship, things that you've just been feeling you need to clear. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items, and be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. And then face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears or successive failure, they can no longer control you. Which is what I was saying, speaking the truth. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. Every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts, okay? So these cards are being supported here, whatever's going on in your life right now. And yeah, just trusting that universal energy that's with you. Whew, I hope that makes sense. Barbara, thanks for being here. Oh, relationships are fun, hey? Okay, Supreet, I'm not sure if you're still here, but we'll pull some cards, and then Sarah. And then Shruti, can I crack my exam? I'm not sure what you're asking me. Did you study? Like, if you believe you can finish it, I think is what you mean, or do well, then of course. But yeah, I can't tell you how you're going to write an exam. I'm not with you. Sarah, we'll get to you as well. I would like to know if my current partner is being honest with me. We argue so much. Okay. So Supreet, let's pull some cards for you. Okay. Animal cards, Supreet. I think you were kind of asking me some questions. Marriage with or not. I'm not really even sure what that means. You didn't really. You're welcome, Barbara. Yeah, thanks for being here. Hope to see you again. And hear, what comes to be with what you were asking. Because you deserve to have the most loving love. And that's waiting for you when you close the door on the things that are Spirit's protecting you from. So Supreet, what animal wants to be made known to you? Woohoo! You have two. Ooh, we have the camel and the buffalo. These two kind of came up in my mind. Well, the camel came up this morning in my mind. That's interesting. This camel as the being that travels the abyss, the animal that can journey. And then we have the buffalo. Both of these cards, the white buffalo woman, and then I want to talk about the high priestess, which is linked to the camel, because the high priestess tarot is related to the letter Gimel in the Hebrew, which is camel, or represented by the camel. And so there's something here about like a feminine energy of prophecy, of like wisdom, of being able to go into the storm, into the unknown. And I think this is a message that's coming through for you, Supreet, in terms of how do you even embody that feminine energy or embrace that feminine energy within like a partner or within another person. What's this? So we have power. Interesting, the lightning bolt. Yeah, there's something about that storm. Maybe there's like a storm right now happening, a type of energy that feels uncontrollable, like scary for you, maybe disruptive, like chaotic. Supreet, like really just recognizing that this is part of the traveling through the storm. Okay. Let's pull one of these, yeah. Anything from the camel and the abyss. You have successful career. So whatever's going on, if it's like a work-related incident or something, maybe around your career, your life, a business, you have this successful career card. It says a happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. So what's wanting to be a contribution to you? Can you allow yourself to receive in other ways around you, even when it feels like other stuff is kind of like falling away? Spirit's like still wanting to bless you, I guess, is kind of what I want to say there. There's like a power happening in the background, even though it seems like a storm. Okay. And the buffalo, what did someone say about the buffalo? It's like the buffalo, it like knows when to use its power. It knows when to use its power. It doesn't just use its power because it has it. It doesn't need to. No one messes with the buffalo for the most part, you know? And the buffalo is respected in the indigenous cultures here in North America. You know, it's like it was seen as life-giving force. Food, it would give them shelter, like warmth with the fur. It was used in all its fullness. Anyways, face your financial fears we have here for you. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So I feel like this is less about a relationship and more your relationship, like with a person, but perhaps your relationship with your workplace or something that's going on around your success, your career, how you perceive that in your life. Okay. So whatever that is, Supreet, hope that you can get some guidance with that, and trust that Spirit's with you. Ooh, those animals, the camel and the buffalo, I definitely, if you can call on those during prayer, see what shows up with that for you. Okay. Okay. Sarah, I think you're next. Sweet. Okay, I would like to know if my current partner is being honest with me. We argue so much. I feel like so Spirit's like, well, do you think she, do you think that they're lying? Do you feel like they're lying? Have you been lied to in the past by a partner? And your intuition told you that they were lying, but you didn't want to believe it, and then you found out that they were. There's like a couple different things here, I feel like, Sarah, that I'm going to pull cards because this seems less scary than me just ratting things out of my mouth. But it's like you have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to the knowing, and also recognize that sometimes when these past experiences have happened, usually it's like repeats in a way so that we can learn and take a different action sooner to prevent harm. I'd like to know if my current partner is being honest with me. And, maybe we'll get some clarity. Like, why is it that you're arguing? What is that? Like, why? Why are you feeling like there's this, what is that conflictual energy between the two of you? Like, in my past experiences, if there's like a conflictual energy, I'm not saying that you're not going to have arguments with a partner, but if it's like constant, then it's like, most likely this is just not like, it's like, why am I pushing up against something? Resistance all the time. I have to do my own inner work and trust that other person will do their inner work. If they're not, then is it a topic or area of life in which you can leave the conversation? Like, sometimes we choose things to argue about that are really like so superficial. Or is there an actual deep value for you that you feel is important in relationship, but they don't? Then that's something that you're going to have to evaluate. But you have earthworm and cheetah. When I saw the earthworm, I wanted to say like they're a worm. So like, I'm not sure what that's about. And maybe you're the prey. Yeah, I feel like you're really being asked to like evaluate what are the signs or symptoms that you're seeing about things, and like listening to your body. There's something here. I feel like the fact that you're even asking, Spirit's kind of being like, well, you kind of know. Okay. We know things, man. Doesn't mean we have to feed them with more fear. It just means we have to take action and clean talk. Having an honest conversation and using the I language can be helpful. Not you did this, you did that. It's more like, I feel hurt because of this action or the lack of action. And I'm doing what I can, and it brings stuff up from my past where I didn't feel heard or supported. Ooh, you have magic. So there's something here. There's something here for you. I feel like that, there's magic in your voice because it's a throat chakra card with the blue. There's something here around you speaking and using your voice, using your expressive self as a way to maneuver whatever is going on in this relationship. I kind of just gave you some ideas there. See it as like a gift for you to tap into that power. We've talked about this a lot today. Personal power, this place of knowing. Okay. What is that it wants to express for you? And you have the workaholic. So is your partner a workaholic? Are you a workaholic? And it's kind of interfering with your relationship. Maybe there's something here too. And this is, again, throat chakra blue. So there's something going with the expressiveness of you. Okay, Sarah? So we'll pull an angel of abundance card for you. Yeah, I feel like one of you is like really critical of the other. And whatever that might look like. You have partnership and deservingness. So whatever that is for you, I'll read what the cards mean or what they say. So deservingness says, you are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And then partnership. Allow healthy, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So trust that you're being guided. If one of you is more critical, just really recognizing that, okay, Sarah, is that what you want in life? And if you're doing it, is that what you would want in a relationship? Do you know what I mean? So you can shift it. And use your voice, use magic of your voice and the power of your voice to create the shift, okay? Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, Sarah. Hi, Amber. Hello. Yeah, I'm keeping well. I'm feeling a bit of the like, It's nice to come on here and pull some cards. So Shruti, you asked if you can crack your exam, I think. I'm not sure if you want me to pull cards for you. You can let me know. I'll give another minute. Oh, I'm thinking we'll wrap up here. So I just want to speak thank you to all of you showing up, taking part. If you would like private reading, you can do so by clicking the link in the description and booking a session with me. I do all sorts of other things. If you're curious about the Healy that was running the program during this earlier in the experience, you can feel free to reach out to me as well. It's just a tool to help add more frequency and increase your vibration and bring things that maybe want to be brought up so you can move forward in your power. But yeah, other than that, these lives will meet again in a month for the monthly energy update. If you're just tuning in, I invite you to watch the recording, the first 20 minutes or so, where there'll be the kind of collective energy reading for the month. And yeah, subscribe, follow here on Instagram, check out some of the other content that I have. And in the community membership coming out starting this week, there'll be more energy healing sessions and stuff to support. So if you're curious about joining that, you can do so by hitting the join button. Jiraj Chopra, do tourism and management. Oh, yeah, I see. Well, let me pull a card for you. I'm not sure who still wants card. So I'll pull one card for you, Jiraj Chopra. I was going to get off, and then we're going to close off. What's your question? Do tourism and management, is it good for me as a career? Let's see. Jiraj Chopra. What does this happen? I just love when people ask me these questions because it's well, do you feel good in it? Because if you feel good in it, then yes. You got the death card. Maybe it's You know, what really feels good for you, Dheeraj? Like, is it drawing you to do it? And you're like, yeah, or are you doing it for like the wrong reasons? Oh, like, well, this makes sense because so-and-so did it and they made a lot of money and da-da-da-da-da. So I guess it would work for me. It's like, let that go. Like, there's something else inside that you can do. But you have to make the decision for yourself. I'm just sharing what cards say. You ultimately create your reality. And also, you know, I just finished spending, 13 years working as a nurse. And I would say, like, it's what I wanted. It's what I wanted, and I did it, and it was great. And I'm like so grateful for the opportunities, both negative and really positive, and it's made me who I am. But then it came to the point where it had to end, and that's okay. It's just like, okay, next thing. So what is the reason? Let go of any beliefs or thoughts, like let those parts die that are other people's influences, and listen to your own body of what it is that you want. Okay. Yeah. I feel so bright and good. Okay, well then there's your answer. Yeah. Such an asshole, so that's it. It's all good. Ooh, Amber. Yeah, if you'd like, I'll pull some cards for you. Yeah. I'll pull a card because I'm going to get off. Yes, so these lives, we do a collective reading and then we do personal readings. But as it's already over the 1.5 hours, really, I'll pull a card for you. And let's see what the card has to say, Amber. Thank you, Dheeraj, for being here. Maybe we'll catch you again. Amber. You have the power card. So Amber, the invitation here, if you do any magical practice, maybe it's something interesting that's coming up. I can't even say that I really understand it fully, but in the Kabbalistic tradition, there's this idea that with the tree of life, with the 3 pillars and the 10 spheres that kind of correlate with the body. You can look this up. You can look up the Kabbalistic tree. There's a way to connect with like the lightning bolt of energy, in which energy comes from the top at Keter down into the earth. I feel like this is a practice that would be very beneficial for you. If you can't comprehend that or find something online about that lightning bolt of energy through the tree of life, imagine energy from spirit. You know, I'm thinking like Odin and like the lightning bolt hitting like Yggdrasil, and like imagining the unlimited source of light shining into you and lighting you up and giving you power. Maybe you have something you're wanting to like do or speak about or perform or something like that, or a conversation that you need to have with someone. I think this is really going to be supportive for you. Okay, Amber? Yeah. So yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, Amber, then you do magical practices like that lightning bolt, the Kabbalistic tradition. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Angela, I didn't know there were YouTube short live streams on here. There are, yes. Am I a fortune teller? I don't think so. We just pull cards. It's intuitive guidance. Sarah, I did pull cards for you. You'll have to go back and check that. Was maybe at the like 110 or 120 minute mark. So, yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone. I'm done for card pulls. Yeah, sorry, Angelo. Next time, join in, subscribe, and you'll see. You know, I do private readings, though that's not like my main focus, honestly. I just like coming on here, sharing the energy. If you're curious about that, you can check out the information in the description, head to my website. And yeah, but for now, let's close out. Okay, let's close out the space. You're welcome. Yeah, welcome to here. Thanks for being here. And just finding yourself in your spot. Let's take a few deep breaths in here together. So inhaling and exhaling out. Really emptying the belly. And inhaling again, filling all the way up to the top. And exhaling out. Inhaling one last time. And at the top here, just pausing on the top of that inhale, noticing the pause in your body and then letting it go. And returning to a normal breath. Whatever guidance or cards were pulled for you today, just trusting that even if it made no sense, or maybe it made all the sense in the world, that there are still going to be pieces that come together, that weave together in this next month of May. And so you don't have to have all the answers right now, just trusting that you connecting to your breath, you connecting to the floor, the earth, through your roots at your feet. Now this is going to be a huge support for you in the next several weeks as we move continually into now the springtime, the budding of the plants here in the Northern Hemisphere. Opening up those wavelengths to spirit, to the higher beings, those luminous guides that want to support you, to the animal guides that showed up for the collective and individual readings. And for each of you, as your individual lights on your own community path, how is it that you are being called to be of service and to share your magic, your light, your power? Just pray these things, lifting you up here. Inhaling and returning back to the space. Hi, Jessie. Yeah. So yeah, those of you who maybe didn't get a chance, like I said, hopefully I'll see you next time, June 1st, I guess it'll be most likely. I'll do another live. If you'd like to join the Ouroboros 713 gathering happening Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can do that. Joining the community membership, you kind of get access. Otherwise, you can check out my website, deepmindsquared.com, to sign up. And we just meet on Zoom, whether your camera's on or off, and we chat and go into some depth about different magical things. And yeah, support each other with that, within that space. So just thank you all. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Tira. See you on Saturday. Yeah, bye, everyone.